Transit of Jupiter in 4th house from Libra moon sign. Date start from 29th of March 2020 till 30th of June 2020. Transit of Jupiter in 4th house from Libra moon sign. Date start from 29th of March 2020 till 30th of June 2020. During this period, Jupiter will move through your 4th house from your moon sign, Libra. This brings some worries for you. You may have to face a lot of hardships at work front and your promotion is likely to be delayed. Stay away from any kind of litigation, property related issues. Beware of your enemies and consciously avoid creating new ones at this time. Try and maintain cordial relationship with your relative, friends, colleagues, seniors, friends, family, friends, work, everywhere. This period also see you visiting a bereaved family. Some family need your sympathy, friendship, generosity, listening. Financially, this could be a trying time for you. Take measure to avoid unnecessary expenses and traveling. Take care of your health and well-being of your mother and family as well. You may experience lackluster and weakness during this particular period. It is better to stay away from pets and motor journey as this might cause accidents during this phase. Hold high to your status in your society and maintain a smooth relationship with members of society. They may occur in some sort of opposition. You also likely to face humiliation and deep mental anguish, particularly this time. Jupiter in 4th house, this is a time when you seek inner peace and security. The 4th house is the house of all aspects of your innermost life, your home, your personal life, your family, your past, your innermost sense of self. Jupiter here will help you to improve all these areas of your life. On external level, you may express this transit by purchasing real estate or new home, land, house, an external symbol of desire for a stable inner world, or you may expand redecorating your house, otherwise to improve your present home, thereby increasing its value. This is quite a good timing to invest in real estate, even if you are not planning to live there. This particular transit supports your domestic life. Jupiter's transit in 4th house during this particular period. Another domestic problem should be cleared up during this particular phase, usually because something new comes in to lighten that, help you to straighten up things out. You feel generous, open up to your family and they'll respond to you in a nicest way. If you have any problem at all during this particular time, your family is where you should turn for solace. This particular time they will be able to help you. Your relationship with your parents also be very good. They may be a source of benefit to you in some way. There are times in your life when you have no choice but to go out into the world and forge ahead. This transit supports the domestic life, and during this particular time period, one or other domestic problem should be cleared up, usually because something new comes in to lighten, that will help you to straighten things out. You feel generous, open up to your family and they respond to you the same way. But if you have any problem during this time, your family is where you should turn for the solace. They will help you to your relationship with your parents, and this particular time period they may be the source of benefit to you in some way. There are many times in your life when you have no choice but to go out into the world and you should getting together and sort out things. At this time, you have a choice. If you wish go out into the world, your personal life will not cause problems that distract you from the quest. But may I say that it might be even better to concentrate your energies on your personal life rather than making a great effort to getting ahead in the world. Just focus on yourself to improve yourself. Now is the time when you can make your home, family and personal life more secure than ever, and guarantee it will always be a source of support and comfort for the future. This is a time to put down root, keep your hair down. If you are ever going on to, you'll find that having a real sense of belonging to a place or community or family will help preventing many psychological problems, psychological crises when circumstances get rough in the future. If you handle this transit properly, Jupiter position in 4th house, you're not likely to ever feel alone, lost, alienated, dumped. Security in life is a real need. Now is a time when you can do a great deal to gain it. At a most psychological level, this transit helps you to raise your sense of inner confidence. You're more in touch with your inner self now that most time, and you're able to handle truth about yourself that you're normally reluctant to face, thereby preventing them from becoming a problem in the future. What you know you are in seldom problem. The difficulties stem from what you are afraid of, But this particular time, whenever you have going through these situations, planetary occupation, complications, hassles, number 1, out of control attitude, number 2, lots of backstabbing, number 3, mentally very much hurt, number 4, health complications or something to do with health, too much opposition, too much rivalry, loss of reputation, loss of property. 11th house has been occupied by any planet. 10th house has been occupied by Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Rahu or Ketu, or 10th house is completely empty. Then you got to sort it out with this task. Task number 1, please refrain from keeping temple in the 4th house. Refrain from keeping any kind of temple in the house or at your home or at your residence. Don't keep any kind of temple at your home, please. Number 2, do respect your elders. Number 3, refrain from being naked in front of anybody. 4, refrain from consumption of any form of non-vegetarian food and alcohol. So please, these tasks you have to follow and you'll be fine. Transit of Jupiter in 3rd house from Libra moon sign, 30th of June 2020 till 20th of November 2020. During this particular period, Libra, Jupiter will move through your 3rd house from your moon sign Libra. This brings in indisposition along with some other hurdles in your life. Financially, this may not be a good phase for you, as you're likely to face obstacles in business, failures in your undertaking. You're also likely to lose some money. At workplace, you may have to be adopt a caution. You have to be cautious enough to keep your position or rank at work. You're also likely to face opposition of your employer, or your employees, or your colleagues during this particular time. Stay away from any kind of arguments with you or sibling, with your family members, with your friends. This might lead to a fight with them. You're also likely to lose a relative or friend during this particular time. Your health as well as health of your spouse would be demand extra attention, as both of you become susceptible to various health problems during this particular time. You may also suffer from other hardships and mental anxiety. Avoid undertaking any journey during this period. You might incur some loss in it. On the other hand, some of you may also perform some auspicious deeds, even considering getting married. Jupiter in 3rd house, Libra, the effect of this transit is to raise your contact within your immediate surroundings. You will not have to go very far from your everyday world to find experiences that expand your perception of this world and raise your level of consciousness. This may manifest itself in several ways. First of all, it's quite like that through your everyday life, you'll receive an opportunity for advanced training in the field of study that could be useful to you. Your concern with communication will increase. You may do something writing even if it is not one of your usual activities. During this particular period, extended travel may be necessary for some reason, but you will come out of it understanding a lot more about your world. Your relationship with relatives, brothers, sisters, cousins, etc. will be very good. It's quite possible that you may receive some kind of financial benefit from them. But it's not only the only way can benefit you. Emotionally, morally, support. Perhaps more important is in the long run, is the possible effect of this transit upon your mind and consciousness. Old thoughts, patterns, attitudes you have adopted more or less unconsciously that you don't think very much about consciously will be broadened and expanded. Your thinking will be less subjective to the limitation imposed by these attitudes. Consequently, your attitude toward the world around you will be much more generous, understanding, tolerant of other people's differences. You're less likely to be influenced by prejudice. Instead, you will want to know everything on the basis of your own experience. Your plans for the future will be larger, more expansive. You realize that many of your limitations that you thought were imposed from without are actually self-imposed. Also, looking at the world, you take more factors, more consideration, and plan more effectively than might at this other times. Just be careful not to go into the opposite extreme and overdo it. Don't commit yourself to a project that you cannot possibly fulfill. As a general rule, communication with others is better than usual now. You're also able to say what is on your mind, and you're less subject to failures of communication. At the same time, you're frank, willing to talk about every aspect of given problem, whether it's related to your emotional life or to some situation in other parts of the world. So whenever you have these situations or complications, empty 10th house, Libra moon in this occupied 12th house, Saturn is occupied in 4th house, lost due to cheating, deception and theft, bad and foul company, surrounded by bad and foul company, then do raise Jupiter with these tasks. Task number 1, do organize Kanya Pujan in the temple and donate green dresses, sweets and money. Task number 2, do donate lots of Durga Upasana. Eng Harim Sharim Kalim Chamundaya Viche. 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 This mantra we call 10 Varn mantra. 10 varno wala mantra. Not the Varn mantra. 10 varno, 10 varno wala mantra. There are 10 codes to it, so please do this particular chanting. It will fulfill you completely and enhance you completely. Namaskar. Change your subscription to being paid subscription and enjoy 52 weekly forecast, English and Hindi versions with prediction, task, precaution and chanting for each and every week. Weekly forecast report is around 500 words plus for each and every sign. Video duration is around 4 minutes plus for each and every sign, as well as 12 monthly forecast for each and every month. English and Hindi versions both are available, and very thorough prediction about the month, task, precaution, chantings for the whole month. As monthly forecast report is around 1000 words plus. Video duration for the monthly forecast is around 6 minutes plus, as well as a yearly forecast. English version, Hindi version, very thorough prediction about transit of the planets, including the transit of Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu. Prediction about your health for the whole year. Prediction about your educational career, if you're a student, professional student. Prediction about your marriage, relationship, romance for the whole year in your yearly forecast. Prediction about your business, profession, career, your job prospects. Prediction about your property investment, your achievements for the whole year. Your complications you can face in the whole year, your tasks, remedies, precautions, chanting for the boost, chanting for the medicinal cure. So all these predictions are there. Yearly forecast report is around about 7,000 words plus. Video duration for the video version for the yearly forecast report is around 90 minutes plus. Again, become a paid subscriber to have access and to enjoy 52 weekly forecast, 12 monthly forecast and 1 yearly forecast reports and video. You'll have access to 65 reports, 65 videos, all for you with 1 yearly subscription. What you waiting for? Go for it.